Hello and welcome to my podcast. My name is Jessika and you can find me on Instagram as Jessika Olivia skapar and on Reverie as Jessika Olivia. This is my video podcast about my textile crafts and life on Gotland in Sweden. Last time I announced that I now have over 1000 subscribers on my channel, and I'm super happy that you're here with me, and thank you for all comments on my last video and the likes. Thank you for new people around here and my old friends that coming over again. Yeah, I'm very grateful and thankful for you being here with me today. It was in June that I recorded last time, and now it's the end of July, beginning of August. We'll see when this video comes out. And I have had my summer holidays, and now I'm back to work again. Now I'm only gonna work for 4 weeks more, then I'm going to take a pause. I'm gonna take a pause from my normal job to take a study break. So I have joined school, and this is a school for textile crafts. And I'm super happy that I could join. And from the last week of August and 1 year ahead, like one school year until next summer, I'm gonna do all crafty things in textile arts in school, and I will learn a lot more new things and deep dive into things that I really like. The studies is all about knitting, a lot of sewing and construction of sewing patterns and construction of knitting patterns. It's also embroidery, natural dyeing, weaving, like weaving rugs, rugs, and yeah, for a whole year. I'm so excited to be able to do this, because that's a privilege that I have, that I could take a break from my normal job to do this. That's incredible. So I hope you will join me over the year when I'm sharing the projects that I'm working on in school, and hopefully I will have more time for my own projects as well. I have a lot to talk with you today, so let's jump into it. First finished object that I have to show you is my Nordic bloom vest. This is a design by Caitlin Hunter, and it was originally published in Line magazine, or this the magazine that was called Nordic Knits. I have knitted my version in 2 strands of Nutiden from Höner Eir, and the colorways, the greenish colorway is called Rotmor, and it's fantastic shades of green and yellow, like golden colors, and yeah, it's fantastic, very playful. And then we have the contrast in the color work. It's called Glimt. This one is knit from the bottom up and is sticked until the armholes. So I have sticked it and I have needle felt it down, so it's laying flat and neat in the inside. And it have 4 buttons. I didn't know which buttons to put on, so I had these green ones that is almost perfect in color, but they're a little bit too small. So either I had to make the bottom holes smaller or pick other buttons that are bigger. Maybe I will put wooden buttons instead. We will see. But for now I can wear it open like this, but if I have it closed, it will unbutton itself. I made it to a vest version with the ribbing around the armhole, but you can make it as a cardigan as well, and maybe I want to make it as a cardigan in different colors. But I'm very pleased with the result of my Nordic blue vest. Then we have something that you haven't seen, because I have brought you yarn and knitted the whole piece since last time. This is a little children's sweater, and the sweater is called Skiftning, like the Shifting in English, and it's a free pattern from Järbo Garn, the Swedish yarn brand, and the designer is Agnes Brandels, and she have a lot of beautiful free patterns that you can source on Ravelry and on Järbo Garn website. This is knitted in like a regular rug socks, like thick socks for winter boots. This is the garn, it's called a raggi, and it's a traditional Nordic sock yarn. It have 150 meters in 100 grams, so it's pretty thick, and I've knitted the sweater in 4.5 millimeters needles, and it's quite heavy to be a children's knit, but it's a quick knit that is very fun. And as you see, it have the rainbow of colors, all the colors that you can possibly want to have for a child. For me, it's a little bit too much, of course, but it's for a child. This is knitted in the smallest size for this pattern, for 1 to 1.5 years. The thing about this pattern is that you have two variegated yarns that you are changing. Like, so you knit one round in one color, and then you change another round, and then you change it. So in one side of the it will be a little side seam. So you can see it's like a little seam where you join the rounds. And in the outside you can see a little shift, but it's not so clearly visible, the shift of the rounds. So I had one ball of this yarn, like a multicolored, like rainbow colored, and then I had another one that is a little bit more muted, pastelic colors as well, that I changed every other round. Then, because I had 150 grams of this one, and that one was only 100 grams, and it's only this little ball left, so I needed a third one, and then I took this speckled one. So every now and then you can see the speckled one. So here is 3 rounds, 3 rounds, 3 rounds. Yeah. So now every now and then. And then for the cuffs and everything is this plummy lilac-y colorway, and I think it suits very fine, because in the rainbow colored yarn have a little bit of the same lilac or purple. So I'm very happy with this sweater. It was a fun and quick knit, and I have planned to make 2 other versions. So the little one that I just shown was for a little girl, but the little girl also have a big sister, and she will have a sweater that is more pink and purple, because she likes purple. So this marled color will be for the neck and for the cuffs, and then for the changing colored one is these two. These have a little bit of yellow that will pop, a little bit of white, but this is it It has some lilac inside as well. Yeah, so this one I will change every other round, and this one for the cuffs. I think that will be a lovely children's sweater. And I also brought some yarn for my Sambo, and he will have a sweater in this one. So this one for shifting. This is a little bit tweedy effect, and this is just striped. And for the cuffs, this forest green one, and all in the same yarn. And this yarn is a wool yarn, but it also have some nylon in it. Yeah, it's 70% wool, superwash wool, and 30% polyamide. But I think my partner will love this sweater as well, because it's not so itchy yarn. Warm, but not itchy. Yeah. Then we have a little small side project that I made after the sweater. And this is a little strawberry pouch, and it's a new pattern released on Ravelry. So it's in a dicky yarn. You start here in the tip of the berry, and then you increase, and then you decrease, and in the same time as you decrease, you're making the leaves a little cuff with a peacoat edging here, and then you need an I-cord to secure the little pouch. And then I embroidered some white specks for like the seeds. I think it turned out very cute, and you can have some small goodies in here, or like a little gift bag or something. I think it's quite cute, actually. And this is just some scraps that I had at home of DK yarn and sport yarn. The pattern is made for DK yarn, but you can use whatever yarn you have in hand. And if you're making a fingering, it will be smaller. Yeah, that would be perfect as well. So a little cute bag with strawberry theme. One of my favorite designers are Liv Ulven. Ulven Knits, I guess she's on Instagram, and she released a lot of patterns that is good with Nutiden yarn, and Nutiden is my favorite yarn all over. All time, so I couldn't say no to this. Test it. This is a V-neck cardigan with these double knitted bottom bands, and I think it's so classy, and it will be perfect for autumn and winter. Now it is too freaking hot here in Sweden, so I cannot wear it. I barely could wear it for the photos, but here it is. It's knitted in 2 strands of Nutiden in this colorway that is called Rustik, and it's so perfectly dark peach or light rust color with speckles of rust, peach, golden, and a little bit of white as well, like white hairs on the top. Everything you can like about a basic cardigan, a basic woolly cardigan. The pattern calls for knitting front and back. It says that you can stick it, but it doesn't have any instructions how to stick it. So I did like this. I started to knit front and back until the armholes. Then I was tired of knitting front and back. Knitting purling in Nutiden, maybe not my favorite. So after that, after taking off for the armholes, when I was ready with the raglan and the V-neck increases, I made a stick, and it's very good to needle felt down the stick for a knitting garn, and it's looking very good in the inside, I guess. And it's flat and everything. It will not show from the outside, and it's lay flat in the inside. It will not irritate you. You don't have to sew it down or have a band that hides it. So I'm very pleased with that. And then I found those brown bottoms that I think suits very fine. So I have just started the second version of this cardigan. This time I made some changes. It's still Nutiden, 2 strands together, but in a different colorway. This colorway is called Gunvald, and it has a dark chocolatey shade. But this time I started knitting in the round after the short rows. So it's only a couple of rounds back and forth. Then I made some stick stitches in the middle, and then I'm knitting in a round now. So I just started this one a couple of days ago. So this is just the beginning, but I think I will make it as long as I dare to, because I have a lot of yarn, and I can make it into a long cardigan if I want to. So I think I will do that. And as we go into the ongoing projects. The cardigan, the second version, it had to wait a little bit because I need to finish a birthday present. This is a birthday present for my mom, and she have her birthday in August. It's almost there, so I had to do it soon. But I have, it's a V-neck cardigan in this textured pattern. So this is the V-neck, like this, and this is how far I knitted on the body part. Now I have paused the body part. We will see if it's enough of length, or if she wants a little bit more. It was the end of the yarn ball, either ways. Yeah, in the end, down here is gonna be a I-cord, so it will not build so much of length. But I think this yarn, the yarn is a cotton linen blend that is called Colin from Järbo Garn, and it's also a sponsored yarn that I got this springtime from Järbo Garn. So I have started on the first sleeve. So this have a little bit of a drop shoulder, but she wants to have long sleeves until here, maybe. So I have started one sleeve yesterday, and now I'm working on the sleeve and the decreases, and I hope she will be happy for this cardigan, because I have took me quite a long time. It's on 3.5mm needles. It's quite small needles to be me, and in this cotton linen blend back and forth, it's not my funniest knit, but I love my mom and she really wanted this cardigan, so I cannot tell her that she will not have it, so I'm knitting it for her. Then I will show you real quick 2 projects that I will work on. As soon as I finish that cardigan, I will work on my autumn alpine again, and I want to finish it to be able to wear in autumn, of course. So this is my autumn alpine. I have knitted the yoke, I blocked the yoke, and now I'm working on the body, and I'm changed another ball of yarn. And this yarn I have, it's a 2-stranded wool yarn, sport weight, And I have dyed this rusty yarn. So here you can see a little glimpse of the yarn. And it's also on 3.5 millimeters, I think. Yeah, 3.5. So it's quite slow, but now it's just in the round. The fun part is done already. But yeah, when I start with this again, I think it will be finished in no time. I hope that. Autumn Alpine by Caitlin Hunter. And another knit that I can show you real quick is my Pelisa vest by Rosa Pomar. And I am knitting on the body parts. I need 2 more bottom holes. This is one bottom hole, this is another one. Soon to be the 3rd one, and then just 1 more, and then it's finished. So it's not so much left here. Yeah, I want to be finished with this as well until autumn, so I need to speed up with this one as well. This one is knitted in a 3-ply wool yarn from Järbo in this mustardy yellow colorway. Pelisa vest. And I already picked very nice golden. And I'm wearing a new piece of clothing. And this is a blouse that I have been sewn 2 times before. So this is the 3rd version, and it's the Anthea blouse by Höner Ellen design. And I love the super puffy sleeves, and it's very nice fit. It's breezy and flowy, very nice with a white skirt or linen pants. Yeah, I like it. It's very cute, and I like this gingham. That was like a bed sheet that I butchered to make into clothing instead. And I love these cutesy bottoms. It's shell bottoms, pearl shell bottoms, and it have this flowery motif like stars. And I don't know if it's visible, but they are so cute. And after finishing this one, I have still a lot of textile left. So I made a dress. The dress is not fully finished yet, but it's quite similar to this one. This is another pattern. This is the Orchards dress by Vivian, Shao, Chen. It also have this kind of color, and it have a bottom placket here. Gonna make some changes because it was not so good here in the joining of the skirt. Very nice neckband here, some gatherings here, and in the neck some gatherings. I think it's cute. And it have a little small puffy sleeve and a little puffy cuff that is like asymmetrical. Where is the start like this with puffy one? And yeah, I'm gonna do some tweaks in the bottoms before it's fully finished. Probably I will not show you in the podcast, but I will show you finished pictures on Instagram. And it has some pockets in the sides, and then a bottom ruffle for the hem. So it's almost finished. I need to do a little tweaks here and there, but soon to be able to wear this. Nice. And this is a cute little top This top is called Birch top by Studio Minna Pop. And a cutesy little top that I have made in this fabric. That was a bedsheet as well. With these straps, front panel, back panel, and this little ruffle with the ties in the side. So you tie it with a bow here, and then the inside is interfaced with thin cotton fabric. Maybe nothing I will wear all days, but it's a cute little thing to have in your wardrobe. And I wore it with a white t-shirt in there underneath and beige linen pants. And I thought that was a cute outfit. Now I want to talk a little bit about natural dyeing, because I do a lot of natural dyeing in the summer times, and it's a quite long process with scouring the fabrics and pre-treat the fabrics with tanning bath and mordant baths, and yeah, it takes a lot of time. And if you want to make different baths and extracting the dye and everything, but it's a very fun process, and it have a lot of chemistry and a little bit of math. Yeah, you have to count and everything to do all the math, but yeah, it's fun. And the first thing I dyed this summer was with mother root extract. So this is a cotton fabric that I dyed with mother root. I pre-treated this with oak gall tanning bath and then alum sulfate. And this is the bath number 1. And this is bath number 2. That is like an exhaust bath of the first one. And this one turned a little bit more peachy and light rust. After I dyed this one, I added more mother root extract to the previous bath. I dyed and I dyed again. So this is like a dyed and dyed and dyed, something like that. And that become a little bit more cold pink. So if this one is a bit more rusty, peachy, this is more cold pink. And the reason why I wanted to load the bath once more was because I was going to mordant paint. So mordant paint is a technique where you don't pre-treat the fabric, but then you paint on the mordant to the fabric. I have paint with a brush and like the mordant on top of the fabric. So this was like alum and vinegar and yeah. And then you fixing the dye, you fixing the mordant and then you dye in your dye bath. So I dye this with mother root as well. So the parts that is mordanted turn this beautiful orangey rust, and the unmordanted turned pinkish. So this is one version. Here's another version. I have more versions on my Instagram, and I will show you more when I have included this in some kind of project. So that was a little bit about natural dyeing. I also have one dye bath going on that sits right in front of me, and I can see it from here, and it contains a dye bath of coreopsis flowers from my garden. So it happens a lot in the garden right now. We harvest a lot of vegetables, a lot of flowers, in the greenhouse. We finally have some cucumbers, aubergine, and eggplant and tomatoes. It had been very chilly spring, and June was quite chilly as well. So now in July, when it's hitting like 30 degrees Celsius, and it's very hot instead. So now everything is blooming, everything is growing, and we can eat zucchini for every meal if we want to, because we have so much zucchini. Probably making a ratatouille or something later today. Yeah, it's a lot of food, and it's fantastic that you can now we can harvest, we can enjoy what we were growing from seeds late, like early in January, February, when we put the first seeds in the soil, like for the chilies and paprikas, and now we can finally harvest them. It's so satisfying to have that all around, that I feel blessed with that actually. And then I also grow dye flowers, I grow cryptus flowers, I grow cosmos flowers, pincushion flowers, rudbeckia, yeah, all flowers that you can enjoy, of course, like in the bouquets, but you can also dye with them. So I made a little rack for dyeing flowers and herbs. I can show you pictures, and I already showed pictures on my Instagram of I made a little drying rack. So I took some wire, some sturdy wire, and I made some rings like this, some sturdy wire rings, and then I had a thin cotton fabric that I made into circles, and then I by hand sew it together around the whole thing. And now it's like 4 different tiers or levels that I can put flowers that I want to dry and save. Yeah, it's very handy, and I have it in the ceiling here in the kitchen. So yeah, very nice to have. It was a little cute project to make as well. I hope you enjoy this little bit talk about gardening things as well. Because that's now in the summertime it's a big part of my life, of the gardening and being outside a lot. And I brought with me some sweet peas here today. I brought them in this morning, and I have a little bouquet of sweet peas, like one in the kitchen, one in the bathroom, one in the bedroom. So it will cover with this whole house with sweet pea scent. If you haven't smelled sweet peas, I don't know how to describe it, but it's so good. And this is 3 varieties that I have. I have more of them, but it is 3 that I think was a nice combination. The red one is called Crimson Red. We have this almost black one, and the Juliet, a peachy beige one. So it's here with me. That is it for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, for commenting, and subscribing to my channel. I'm very thankful that you're here. See you next month. Bye bye.